What's going on, everyone? So the San Antonio Spurs suffer their first home loss of the season. Top of it being their first home loss of the season, the first on this 5-game homestand, which is unfortunate. You always want to get that first win. You always want to set the tone, kind of put the pressure on the Warriors now, because you play the Warriors again coming up in a day. So that you wanted to get that first win and now put the pressure of like, hey, you can't beat us type thing, rather than the Warriors are like, oh, we can beat you, right? And you gave up 125 points for a team that's been very good defensively. Warriors did Warrior things out there. It was an unfortunate loss because this was a game that felt like you should have won and you could have won. Right, this was a game that was very winnable in several fronts. You come out, you start the game, you're up 14, you hold them to 14 points in the first quarter. It's like, boom, bravo. There's the Spurs team. This is what we need. And then, all of a sudden, it's like, okay, second quarter kind of gets away from you a little bit. And then, at halftime, going into the third quarter, right? I don't know how this keeps happening to everybody. Not just the Spurs. It happens to everybody. But the third quarter is the Warriors' quarter. It's been that for going on 2 decades now, right? Like the Warriors after halftime love to go just put up a 40 or 50 piece on you, right? And guess what happened? They did that. They outscored them 43-28 in the third quarter. And after that, the Warriors just didn't look back, right? You won the fourth by 3, but the closest you got was 2 points, and the Warriors just did what the Warriors do, right? Like, hey, good job. We'll give you the first half. Luckily for us, the game is 48 minutes, and they came out and they dominated, and they played well. This was a team they knew was desperate. Needed a win. There's already interviews and stuff like that of Jimmy Butler looking disgruntled and Draymond calling out guys and all that stuff. And, you had a nice all-around effort, right? I mean, you had Jimmy Butler with 28, 6, and 8. Steph with 46, 5, and 5. Moody had 19. It just, Wemby put up a triple-double. He was great. It's nothing against him, right? It just, the turnovers, 8 turnovers, that's not great, but you had all 5 starters in double figures. Again, it was a good, hard-fought game. It wasn't a game, this wasn't something where they just got ran through and blown out on their home court or anything like that. It was a hard-fought game. But, again, this is what I was worried about, right? Because now the pressure is on you as the Spurs, because it's like, hey, you don't want to start this homestand. You have a 5-game homestand before you go on an extensive road trip. I mean, the Spurs play a ton of road games over the next month and a half. End of November going into the end of December. You have a ton of road games. They have 10 of their last 16 games between the end of after this homestand. So you have this homestand and then you have 16 games where 10 of those 16 are on the road. Right, so you want to kind of get a head start on this homestand. You want to kind of put yourself, ahead of the 8 ball there a little bit, so that way you can kind of weather that. You're a young team, inexperienced, need to kind of continue to prove yourself on the road. You got a great Chicago road win, don't get me wrong, but you want to continue to prove yourself on the road. You want to continue to rattle off some wins. You're going to have a couple losses, just the way that it goes. You want to try to capitalize on these games. You want to try to put yourself in the best position. And you wanted to go start the homestand, game 1, pull off that win. That's what you wanted to do, and you did it. And it's unfortunate. All right. Now, again, the pressure now swings towards the Spurs, because it's like you don't want to go and start 0-2 on your homestand, and you just lost to the Warriors twice. Right? The Warriors are, again, an excellent team. I did an entire video breaking down this game, going into this game, and I talked about, you got to be careful with the Warriors. Right? Warriors are a very good basketball team, and I thought that this would be a good kind of test for the Spurs team, because what has everyone talked about? Oh, Spurs haven't played anybody, right? Their schedule's been cushioned, right? It's been easy, and I've defended that, right? It's not... Spurs don't get to decide who they play, right? Their job is to go and beat the teams that they're better than. And guess what they have, right? The only 2 losses they have was the Suns game, obviously this game now, but I'm talking about going into this game, right? Was the Suns game, which just a rough game. I mean, look, they beat you. The Lakers game was a game that felt like you beat yourself, right? I talked about it. That felt like a game where you suffered an L due to your lack of experience. Lakers made the plays and used their experience to get the job done. You lost on the margins, right? It happens. But like I said at the end of that Lakers and Suns loss, how do you respond? How do you respond as a team after this type of loss? Do you lose to the Warriors again, and then you start rattling off games, and now you're losing 4 out of 5 or something like, right? Or do you, hey, it happens, losses happen. We knew we got the monkey off our back, right? Like we got the home loss, right? So that we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to feel like we have to be perfect or anything. We wipe our hands with that, take the L, move on, go out and get this next win. Beat the Warriors and show them, okay, now we're even, right? Don't worry, we'll see you in Golden State, right? That's the kind of things that I want to see from this team. I want to see that fight. Or is this something where Warriors now got you, and the Warriors do what the Warriors do, and they look at this and they go, we beat you once, we're in your heads, we got you, we're coming. And I mean, this is a perfect kind of setup for you just getting blown out the next game. It is. It's a perfect setup for that because that's what the Warriors do. They go and they get you on that first one, and then they know, and now the pressure's all on you, and they're comfortable, and they're the veteran team, and they're the experienced team, and they know exactly what they need to do. And all of a sudden, you look up and you lost by 20, and it's like, now you're 0-2. Now you have even more pressure to win the next game, right? Like now it's like you don't want to go on a 3-game lose streak. You don't want to start putting yourself again further and further behind the 8 ball, right? Because again, you got the Warriors, you got Sacramento, who's just a total mess, right? And they're ready to have a fire sale. But then you got, the Grizzlies, look, they haven't been super great, but they're a team that can beat anybody on any given night. And then you got the Hawks. We'll see if everyone's back for them at that point. And then you got that road trip. I mean, and that road trip is tough. You're talking the Suns who ran through you, the Blazers who have been good this season, the Nuggets who are the Nuggets, and the Timberwolves have been 2 conference finals, right? Like this could get ugly and get ugly fast if you're the Spurs. I'm not saying that it will. I'm not saying that I expect it to happen. Again, this is a young team. I thought that this was a game that you kind of wanted to win. I don't think it was like a must win or anything, but it was a game you kind of wanted to win. How do you respond? How do you bounce back? You took your L, you took your lump, no problem. It happens. Move on to the next one, right? But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass question you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. We enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.